Supreme Lord, eternal truth, let us obey Thee alone and live according to truth. परमोच प्रभु सत्यम नित्यत्वमेव केवलम अनुवर्तामहे सत्यम अनुजीवम केवलम ओम शांति ही शांति ही शांति. Pranam at the lotus feet of the mother. Namaste. Good morning. Welcome all of you. Today the topic of this spiritual session will be on the mother's grace. It is part 2. So we are going to discuss today the topic of the spiritual discussion of this session will be on the mother's grace, part 2. As we have seen already, we have heard Sri Aurobindo speaks of the grace of the Divine Mother is the sanction of the Supreme. The grace of the Divine Mother is the sanction of the Supreme. Her acts naturally, now or tomorrow, its effect is sure, a thing decreed, inevitable and irresistible. Mother's grace is there. As we see, the sunlight and the heat is coming continuously, ceaselessly, everywhere, every time from the sun we can see. Here also we can realize as the heat and the sun is coming from the sun continuously, ceaselessly to the earth, as like this, the grace and charm and tenderness flow out from her like light from the sun. So like this light from the sun, from the mother, three things are coming down, getting emanated, it has been emerging out. Grace and charm and tenderness. So what is the now itself, what is the relation, how the relation of this sun with the mother? Sri Aurobindo quotes, she is the sun from which we kindle all our sun. Till date we know only one sun is there. Inside the sun we see every day there is sunrise and sunset. There actually fusion process takes place. Two hydrogen molecules get unite and perform one, build one helium molecule. That is the fusion process. But Sri Aurobindo quotes here, she is the sun, mother is the sun from which we kindle all our suns. There are many suns, we can, so innumerable, that number can be counted. So all these suns are getting illumined. They get the sun from which we get kindled with the mother kindles all our suns. So we will go in details, of course in brief, in a quarter an hour discussion on the mother's grace. It is that transcendent grace which the embodiment of the mother is there to bring to action. Sri Aurobindo, initial stage, the very first line Sri Aurobindo quotes on mother's grace. It is that transcendent grace which the embodiment of the mother is there to bring to action. Second, mother gives in both ways, in two ways, through eyes to the psychic, through the hand to the material. So mother gives in two ways. Mother Sri Aurobindo speaks, through the eyes to the psychic and through hand to the material. So third thing, already we know, initially we know mother's grace flows emergence in different ways. For this grace, to get the grace, all nature dumbly calls to her alone to heal with her feet the aching of her life, aching throb of life. So this entire nature, through her feet, all nature dumbly calls to her alone to heal with her feet the aching throb of life. Another also immortal through smile. Suffering was lost in her immortal smile. Then a torch can turn difficulty into opportunities. So if there is a torch, through her torch also this grace emerges and it comes down, emanates. So also we have known her eyes, from her eyes, the luminosity eyes, immortal's glory shall glaze. From her eyes are moonbeam, her hands are moonbeams, her face a bright sun. We have already seen so many ways this grace comes down from the mother, as we have seen. So next one gives mother's help is always there, but for those who are willing to receive it, it is there. So the thing is that it is not confined to somebody, either sinner or to the righteousness, but it comes definitely. It comes out. It is open for all. It is everywhere. But thing is, the condition is that for those who are willing to receive it, the receptivity must be there. The willingness to receive it, for willingness for the receive the willingness to receive must be there. Mother's force is there with you even when you don't feel it, because we are staying in the mind, that the mind has got its limitations. So even if we don't feel it, but the grace is there as it is, there is no doubt of it. The grace of the Divine Mother is the sanction of the Supreme. Now or tomorrow, its effect is sure or thing decreed, inevitable, and irresistible. What Mother decides, the Supreme also decides, because there is no difference between her will and the Divine's will. Because Mother is the consciousness and force of the Supreme. We have already seen and we know. Then, for who, how shall the someone can be able to get the bliss? Sri Aurobindo quotes, blessed are, mother quotes here, blessed are those who are ready for a leap into the future. So people who are prepared, the prepared soul who are ready to for a leap into the future, they are called so-called blessed. Blessed are those, the message is like this, blessed are those who are ready for a leap into the future. Mother's force are the psychic. Sri Aurobindo quotes, what is the psychic being, that is the spark of the absolute. It has come down for the experience, for the development, for the progress. Sri Aurobindo speaks of the mother's force or the psychic contact, psychic contact, but the condition, that is the assent of the being is there. So for this mother's force to act, for this psychic contact, only the assent of the being is there, must be there. So about the compassion, the grace, all creation and transformation as the work of the mother, nothing possible without her aid or her blessings, or without her grace. So all creation and transformation, the two terms here has used. One is all creation, and entire transformation is the work of the mother. It is comes under her province. She has to do nothing. Nobody can do it. Mother comes down in order. So for that she has come down. Mother comes down in order to bring down the supramental, and it is the descent of the supramental which makes the full manifestation here possible. So mother has come down. Already we know there are two powers that affect in their conjunction the great and difficult thing, which is the aim of our endeavor. A fixed and unfailing aspiration that calls from below, a fixed and unfailing aspiration that calls from below, and from above simultaneously. From above, a call must come. The power that mediates between the sanction and the call is the presence and power of the Divine Mother. There must be a fixed and unfailing aspiration from below and call from above. The power that mediates between the sanction and the call, sanction from above and call from below, that is the presence and power of the Divine Mother. For that she has come here into this embodied being. She is staying there, in living behind her white sincerity. She has immortality, eternity. She has left behind. She has come being wrapped up, because a world's desire compelled her mortal birth. So she has taken birth here. But problem is that she says that in the beginning, whenever and wherever there was possibility of manifesting a ray of consciousness, I was there. From the beginning she was there. Now she is there. Towards eternity, I will be here, mother says. I will be here till the last man is transformed. So she was there. She is eternal. She is now with us. She will be there. She has given us the Pratishruti. She has given the word. I will be there till the last man is transformed. The thing is that she has come down in order to bring down the supramental. This supramental must be brought down. She has come there for the purpose it's aimed. Her objective is this one, and it is the descent which makes the full manifestation possible. Then mother's grace come down by mother's will. When she wills, with her will only it comes. The Purusha can accept or reject it, the grace. It is up to you. You can come, you can accept it, you can reject, you can also reject it. It is up to you. But grace comes down by her will. So then All has to be done by the working of the mother's force. Mother's force must be there. With the mother's force, everything will be there. Aided by your aspiration, devotion, and surrender. Three things you must have. One is aspiration, second is devotion and surrender. These have to be aided by the mother's force. So all can be done with the mother's force, aspiration, and your aspiration, devotion, and surrender. Those who are not straightforward can't profit by the mother's help. So you have to be straightforward, truthful. You have to come forward. And for they themselves turn away. If they are not straightforward, they themselves turn away from it. Mother is everywhere and acts everywhere out of her universal knowledge. This is the mother's unique significance. What is there? That universal knowledge is there, for she is everywhere and acts everywhere. Constant presence. How can go aspire? We can get it by constant practice. A world's desire compelled her mortal birth. She has come down to help, to bring the manifestation, bring the supramental here for the transformation and perfection. Mother has taken the body. Why? We have already called, we know a world's desire compelled her mortal birth. She has taken the body because a work of the physical nature, including the change in the physical world, had to be done. For that she has taken a body, which one can't be oneself. One can which one can't do by oneself. Everything can be done if the mother's force is helping by calling the mother's force. The more one is open to mother's action, if there is opening to the mother's action, then easily the difficulties will get solved and the right thing be done. So there must be the opening to the Divine Mother. It is a must, because this transformation can be done only by a force infinitely greater than the man's force. Without any unaided effect, this transformation is not possible. For so that only he who is this yoga is necessary, and he who is turning to the mother is doing my yoga. For this the opening is there, so we have to open to the mother, take her aid, she will do everything. Mother has many different personalities, and her appearance varies according to her according as one or another predominates. Different personalities we know. There are other personalities of the Divine Mother. Sri Aurobindo has said after concluding the four grace aspects of the Mother. Then pure in mind, only pure in mind and prominent in psychic, they will be in a position to know what is the divine will and what is against it. The transformation can only be done only with the force infinitely greater than the man's force. For that force to act naturally, it is the requirement, the most requirement is that we have to take the aid of the Supreme Mother's help. Her force and power has to come down, her light has to come down and transcend us. Mother is the consciousness and force of the Supreme. In another way, Sri Aurobindo also quotes, Mother is the consciousness and force of the divine, or it may be said, she is the divine in its consciousness and conscious force. Her embodiment, we have seen, is a chance for the earth consciousness to receive the supramental. This is her embodiment, because this earth consciousness will be prepared to receive the supramental sometime before, in the near future. We have decided we have announced, we have also discussed on supramental manifestation. So receive the supramental, her embodiment is a chance for the earth consciousness to receive and undergo the fast transformation necessary for to be possible. For this transformation, for the supramental manifestation, this her embodiment helps, gives the earth consciousness a chance so that it will be prepared. Mother not only governs all from above, but she descends into this lesser triple universe of the mind, life and body. The power that mediates between the sanction and call is the presence and power of the Divine Mother. Without her, nothing can be done, because all creation and the transformation are only the work of the Mother. All are coming under our province. So what we have to do? Always behave as if the Mother was looking at you, for indeed she is always present. Take the help, open to her. Nothing can be done without her knowledge and force. So without her consciousness, we have to aspire for. Thank you.